I'm gonna make a real quick pickle brine. And with this pickle brine, you can make homemade pickles, pickled eggs. I mean, if you're nasty, pickled pig feet. And I'm gonna be using this to make pickled onions. You probably ask why I wanna make pickled onions, but I'm not gonna tell you right now, but I'm gonna pickle some onions. And then in about a week, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with them. But so right now I got half a cup of sugar, a cup of vinegar. This is white distilled vinegar. I got a cup of water here, and that's pretty much it. And the garlic, some garlic cloves. I mean, all you really need is equal parts vinegar and water, salt, and some sugar. I mean, that's a basic brine, and you can pickle anything. So I'm finna put this together right quick and show you how to make pickled vegetable. So I got a warm cup of water here, even just a little bit in here. This is a half a cup of just regular sugar. I'll pour that in. Seems like a lot, but trust me, when you put that vinegar in there, it's not gonna be really sweet at all. So we're gonna stir this up. See, it's dissolving pretty quick. So that's our sugar right there. Now we need to add some salt. We're gonna like 2 tablespoons of salt. So let me find the salt. I'm not gonna measure the salt, but I'm gonna grab the salt. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of salt. A little bit more. Doesn't really matter. We'll stir that up. Get a little more heat. Stir this up till this dissolves. So now we got our water and our sugar and our salt dissolved in our water. It's almost like a syrup at this point. So now I'm gonna just add my white distilled vinegar. You can see that sugar syrup in there, that vinegar. So we're gonna let that heat up a little bit. Doesn't really need to get hot now that the sugar's melted. And we need to work on putting our vegetables, these are just sweet Vidalia onions and purple onions, in our mason jar. That mason jar is sterilized. Well, it was, it's been sitting there for a while, but I sterilized it in boiled water, but I'm not canning, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna put all these onions, or as many as I can get, in there with a couple of garlic cloves. So now we got our red onions and our Vidalia onions in our mason jar. I got a garlic clove, 1 at the top, 1 right here at the bottom. Now the only thing left to do is to add our pickle brine, which is in this jar. This is very basic. You can put more seasoning in the mason jar, but for me, we're just gonna do a basic pickle brine. So I'll show you the finished product here in a second. And this is what you'll end up with. You'll end up with standard pickle jar. Basically, you'll have pickle brine, you'll have your vegetables. And like I say, this is basic. Like if you wanted to make dill pickles, you know, they got recipes for that. You wanted to make bread and butter pickles, you'd put like turmeric in there and mustard seeds. But just for basic pickles, if you wanted to do a pickled boiled egg or pickled pig feet, like I said before, this is your basic pickle brine. So I'm gonna leave this in the refrigerator for, I don't know, about a week. And by the time we get back for our anniversary, I'll have some fish, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with these pickled onions when we get back.